Hey guys, I'm Vishwarup and we are back with Mr. Ganesh. And if you have not seen the previous podcast, then you can see it. It's on electrical engineering in MTU. So in this video, we are going to discuss about how to, uh, what is the full application process for getting a US university and how Ganesh cracked the US universities and how he filled up his forms and all those things from shortlisting, then from starting preparation, then profile building, and these are the topics that are going to be covered. So we will leave the timestamps below, and you can actually go to any timestamps that you want to see, or you can watch the full video. So thank you, Ganesh, for helping us out in this podcast. So can we start this
Yeah,
podcast?
my pleasure. Yeah, sure thing. Let's go ahead.
Okay, great. So let us start about your profile. Can you tell us a bit about your profile, what you have done in your bachelor's and all?
Yeah, so I did my bachelor's from University of Pune in electrical engineering, and then I did my master's in electrical engineering with power system as a major focus from Michigan Technological University. And then I did a job as a project engineer in automation. So that's basically like working on SCADA, HMI, then PLCs in Schweizer engineering labs.
So what was your GRE and TOEFL scores?
Yeah, so my GRE was 315 and my TOEFL was 108, I think. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
remember for sure. I think it was 108. So
Yeah, it's 5 years.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So you chose for fall semester, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
went
So
in like
many
fall
people.
2016.
Yeah. So many people actually ask that when should we go? Means during
Mhm.
fall semester or spring semester. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Means how you should
So
choose that which semester should a student go?
mhm. Yeah, so most of the people they go for fall semester. So there is a catch there. So if you like say go in spring semester and you have like 4 semester course, then you
Hmm.
basically graduate in like January, like in spring semester end at the start. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's like in January, and for example, and then if you don't get job immediately, the H1B applications they start in March, I think. So if you don't get job by then, or if you just like they get a job in February or something, then your
Yeah.
company may not apply for your H1. They would say like, okay, you just like joined us, so we want someone who stays here for 6 months, and then only we apply. So they might have some conditions, but most of the times what happens, you just like get a job that starts itself from January, and then you get a chance to apply for your H1B. But if that doesn't happen, then you may lose one chance to apply for H1B. So that's
Okay.
the like downside of a spring semester. But the fall semester is like you will start your job from say May or June, and then you get to apply H1B next year in like March. So you get like all your three chances for your H1B application. So that's
Okay.
that's why like most of the people, yeah, they choose to like go in fall semester.
Okay. And I think from the recent news, GRE has been waived off for spring semesters also for spring 2022.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think for like now there are like lots of universities because of the pandemic, and then Trump
Yeah.
administration. A lot of people, especially Indians, they started moving away from US universities. They started going to Europe,
Yes.
Australia, New
Yes.
Zealand, Netherlands, countries like that. Yeah, so I mean, in order to attract people, they started like uh, they are not considering GRE scores, so you can just directly apply. And I think, but they do need the language test, which is like a
Yes.
TOEFL or IELTS. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that on fall 22 the GRE will be waived off? Can get waived off or not? Because it's almost
Mm-hmm.
4 5 months
Mm-hmm.
preparing for the application procedure to start?
Yeah, so I think it depends on university, like from university to university, you know. So
Yeah,
if like a particular university sees like a significant drop in applications, then they might waive it. But if they like say, okay, the normal count of applications, then they might just like keep that like the GRE scores and everything. So it
all right.
depends like on university.
Hmm. Okay. So now let's move on to the university requirements. So what do you think?
Mhm.
What are the basic university requirements that a students have to follow while applying for US university?
Uh, Yeah, right. So I think there are like bunch of requirements, and each university has their own. So it's like it's better to like go on their website and like verify what all documents they need. But in general, you can say like
Yeah,
most of the universities they need GRE, they need TOEFL score, then they need your like statement of purpose, then they need letter of recommendations, they need your resume, they need your like all the mark sheets, they
yeah.
need your transcript, then they need your proof of funding, uh, and if you have like any bank loan or anything, then you can even send those documents to them. And then I think uh, if you have any like prior job experience, then you can even add like a job experience letter to that as
Okay. So
well. Yeah,
it's pretty much everything that needs to be followed.
yeah,
So,
right.
so let us talk about your experience because you have gotten
Hmm.
universities. So, how you started your
Right.
planning and preparing for the universities, and when you thought that you will be doing your masters and everything gets started.
Yeah. So like I did classes for GRE when I was in third year, but I actually started preparing for it when I finished my bachelor studies.
Yeah,
So, I mean, I wouldn't recommend like to wait until you finish your bachelor's. So, if you are like say in third year or like even in last year, then just like in third year itself, I would say just appear for GRE and TOEFL, and those scores are like the GRE score
yeah,
is I think valid for 5 years and TOEFL is
yeah.
valid for 2 years. So you still have like 2 years of time to use those scores. So if you score good, then you can like immediately start applying while you are in bachelor's. And then once you finish your bachelor's, you can directly start your master's. So there won't be any gap. So I had like almost 1 year of gap in between. I did work for a company, but I mean it depends on person to person. Some people want to get experience and then do the masters, but if you don't want to do that, then I would say start preparing in third or second year itself.
So, how you selected your universities? Since, you have done some shortlisting, right? So, how you
Right.
have done that?
Yeah. So the best thing is like obviously Google. You can search for universities. Then there are like certain websites which basically provide your university's ranking, uh, and they take some fees. I think there is a Times Magazine or Times US something,
Yeah,
where they basically publish US university rankings in terms of each category. Like for example, you're searching for best electrical universities, then they will have rankings for that, and they basically charge you some $50 or $100 something like.
yes,
But I mean, it's not necessary to like pay that much money because right now there are a lot of sources. You can talk to the so for example, you can search for universities and then go to their website, look for their research, then their career fairs, their tie-ups with the companies, the exposure they give to international students, and then you can even talk to the students who are currently like studying there through LinkedIn. You can do that. You can even search on Quora, Reddit, where you can get like information, like how's the university, how's the course, what are the job prospects after your degree. So you can Google
okay,
them and then I like shortlisted
Yeah.
and then like went on to university page and then check like what kind of courses they have and what do they match with my
Yes.
interest or not. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's how like you can search for universities.
Okay. So that's a pretty much long process. You need to dedicate some time.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I mean I would say like do as much research as you can.
So can you recommend a few websites from where you can actually shortlist universities?
Yeah, so I mean I don't remember the exact websites, but what I used to do is like I used to Google them and then like probably the first three or four options you get the like a good data or good websites. But there is one website I think it's called US College Magazine or something. You can Google it and then there you get like rankings and like little bit of information for free on their page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us move on to SOP, means how to craft your
Hmm.
SOP. And before moving on to this section, I would like to
Yeah.
ask that uh, how a student should build their CV or resume, because all university wants a one
Hmm.
page resume, or sometimes they also want a CV. So what are the
Right.
main content that a student must focus on to to build his or her resume? Can you answer it?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, sure. So the first thing is like uh the academics, obviously, like you should be good, you should be good in studies. And the other things are like curriculums, like the extracurriculum basically. So what you can now there are like a lot of ways you can do it. You can even like do some like free certifications.
Yeah.
There are a lot of websites which offer you free certifications. There was one website I think edu dot something. I don't remember, but you there are like a lot of free courses on that website and some paid as well. So you can do those courses. You can even like so on a lot of YouTube channels. There are like for example there is a YouTube channel for Harvard University. There's
Yeah.
YouTube channel for MIT.
Mhm.
You can like go to their YouTube channels and like basically do a course and you can put that in your resume as well and you can say like you did it through YouTube so that they will know okay you are like interested you are basically trying to learn as much as you can through
Yeah.
all these new means. So yeah, so I would say like put everything you have. Then if you have any experience or anything, so first thing should be like a summary or like a title, where you basically mention like who you are, then what you have done. Like if you have experience, then you say like okay, I have experience in this field for this much years or this many months, and then you can say like you are excited for like post graduation or for masters, right? And then you can put like so you don't have to basically enlist your 10th and 12th standard marks.
Yes.
Some people do, but I don't think it's necessary. You can
Yeah.
directly put in like your like a bachelor's marks, and then like you can say like what courses you did, and then your professional experiences, then your project experience that you have done in your bachelor's, and then your like skills that you have, and then the next section should be your extracurricular activity, like you have taken participation in some like technical event or you were organizer for some event, you can do that. And you can even like add some like volunteering work that you did. I mean, if you have done anything. So
Yeah.
that should fit in like in your one page resume or CV.
Okay.
So it should be like overall a picture of your like life, I would say.
So all this will comprise of a good compact CV.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Great.
mostly like what it should focus on or what
Yeah.
it should convey is like okay, this student is like really interested in what he wants to learn. say like
Hmm.
electrical engineering. He has done this many things. He has done this classes or course, and along with that, he is also like very much social. He has done like other things like attending events, doing some
Yeah.
volunteering work. So that's like a good CV, I would say.
Okay, now I got it. So now let us move on to SOP and LOR. So can you give some tips about
Mhm.
how to craft a good SOP?
Yeah, so SOP, I think it should be I think maximum of 2 pages.
Yeah.
So I think mine was around 1.5 page or something like that. So you can like basically, for example, in my SOP, what I did is like I first like introduced myself in the first section. Then
Hmm.
the other paragraph I started from my childhood. Like if you have anything which was related to your field of like interest, like say electrical engineering, then you can put in like what did you do in your childhood,
Yeah.
which basically like made you an electrical engineer, right?
Yeah.
You got that interest. So I used to like watch a lot of electrical can say like electrical shows on TV or like Discovery or yeah, on Discovery I think, yeah, the Discovery. And then there was like motors and everything, so I used to like there were like toy cars, right? The small toy cars.
Yeah.
So I used to take out the motors from that and then used to take it apart and see what's actually in it. And that's how I knew like, okay, there is a winding in that motor and there are like the magnets, but I wasn't like very much sure what
Yeah.
exactly it means. But that's how I have that electrical engineering interest in me. So you can like explain that, okay, this is how I got the interest in electrical engineering. Then you can tell them like if you have read any books or you did any class or you attended any course which was apart from your academics and related to your field of study or your field of interest, right?
Okay.
And then you basically go on to your academics, and then you explain that part, like how you basically like if you have like faced any difficulties,
Yeah.
like you had any accident or you had something which was like which made it difficult for you to like appear for your exams, but still you did and you scored well. So you can like explain that, and uh, then you can like move on to your professional things, like your job. If you have any job, then you can explain like, okay, I did this job, and in this job, like what was your experience, how did you interacted with customers. And then you can like in the like second last or last part, you can say like I want to pursue like masters and why you want to do that. And then you can explain the reasons, and then after doing it, what's your plan. Like once you have the masters, what you are planning to do. Some people plan to do like, okay, so for example in your case you can say like we want to learn about renewable energy, and then we
Yeah.
want to come back to India and then provide or generate renewable energy so that India will be energy sufficient, and then
Yeah.
there will not be like energy shortage like we have right now. So you can like put that in your SOP, and then it should be I think like 5 or 6 paragraphs. So I would say like start from your childhood to right now where you are, and then like put down your vision for your life and why you want to do the masters in that particular
Okay.
field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is all the things that you have done and what you are aspiring to do and why you want to do.
Hmm.
So this can impress
Exactly. Yeah.
the community that they are going to select SOPs.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right. So it's
So
like a
yeah.
statement of purpose, right? So what's your purpose behind this, right? What's your purpose in doing this particular engineering for this particular years? You can also like add a few statements or sentences saying like, I want to do say like electrical engineering from Michigan Tech because
Yeah.
these courses are very relevant to my interest, and I have read like I have read the research documents or research paper published by a particular professor in that university. So that
Okay.
would like put on more impression, like this guy is okay. He has done his homework and is like very much interested in doing masters from their university.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
now after SOP, you also need LOR.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
LOR matters because the SOP and LOR, these two are something which can change the whole
Mm-hmm.
application procedure
Yeah,
of a student.
right, right. So most of the universities they need like 2 to 3 LOs. So
Yeah.
I would say like if they need two, then always have like one academic and then one
Mm.
professional. For example, you did like an internship somewhere, then
Yeah.
have LOR from your supervisor at the internship, and one from your class teacher from your bachelor's or like a head of the department. If you have three, then you can have one from your like electrical teacher and one from the HOD of your electrical department and one professional.
Okay.
And always like make sure to have the LOR on their letterhead, like respective company's letterhead or college's letterhead.
Okay. That's great.
Mhm.
So now let us move on to transcripts. So what do you think means how to send the transcripts and what are the marks that are needed? Means do you need the marks of class 12th or class 10th with the transcripts? You can
Uh, I don't think you need 10th and 12th mark sheets.
yeah
So I mean, you do need them along with your like application. You can send them along with your application, but you don't need a transcript for that. So
yeah
you only need transcript for your bachelor's, or if
yes
you're done masters, then you're going for like PhD. So most of the time, what you can do. Uh, so at least in University of Pune, there are two ways you can get transcript. You can get transcript from your college itself, or
yeah
you can get transcript from the university. So getting transcript from college is, I think, way easier than getting a transcript from university.
okay
So at least for my university, University of Pune, you need like 3 to 3.5 months to get a transcript. That's like a lot of time. But universities they don't really need like uh, like transcript from your university. You can
yeah
even give them transcript from your college. It's not like a problem to give them transcript from your college. It should just like mention all of your like your college name and then your university name there. So
okay
that should be good as well. So I would say like if you are able to get transcript from university, it's well and good. But if it's taking the time, then just like get a transcript from your college.
okay
And yeah, and
yeah,
sending it to university is basically like there is a concept called like sealed transcript. So they
yeah.
basically like put it in an envelope and then they like put a seal on it. So that way it basically makes sure that the transcript is original and it's not been tampered or modified or anything like that. So you can directly send it along with your application. But I think for there are some universities which needs like WS evaluation. For that I
Yes.
think to yeah we have to you have to like go on their website, like WS website, and then basically it will ask your university to transfer the transcript to the particular university, like your master's university. So I think that also takes like 2 to 3 months.
Oh, wow. It
Yeah,
takes pretty much a huge time.
yeah, it's a long time.
So you have done so when your process was taking place, you transferred your
Mhm.
transcript, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
so
by
I
post,
had my like
yeah.
yeah by post. Yeah. So you can like send, I don't know what's the procedure now. I think
Hmm.
most of the procedure now would be like online, but some
Yeah.
of the universities they prefer online. You can just like upload your transcripts and everything, and you don't have to send any like physical document by post
Yes.
or by courier.
Hmm.
But yeah. But if you have to do that, then I think there are like not the FedEx. I don't know if we have FedEx doing that, but I think there is a DHFL that does it, and then yeah, DHFL is there, and there is DTDC Courier that also does it. And I think you can go on websites and find some coupons, which would be like really helpful for you to save some money.
Okay, got it. So
Yeah.
now, as we discussed about the transcripts, we will move on to the application form,
Hmm.
means how to fill the application form for a university. For example, let us take your case itself.
Yeah.
So how it
Right.
everything went.
Yeah, so application form it's like different for different universities. So I remember like there was a university, I think it was uh, University of Texas Arlington or something.
Yeah,
They needed like all of your marks, like from your first standard to your like bachelor's degree. So that yeah, so that's like that was like crazy, you know. So so they needed like all the marks, but most of the time you just like need to basically put down your name, your date of birth, and then you have to like
yeah,
attach all the documents like your SOP, your LORs, your like statement, I think your marks, then your financial statements or like support letter, uh, and like basically all the documents you have to just upload. And then there are like certain questions like in for what term you are applying, like are you applying for fall or are you applying for spring, you have to
yeah.
select that. And then you have to so you have to like then submit the application. So first it's like basically you have to like create an account on their website, and then
Yeah.
through that portal you have your account, and then you can apply. And then once you apply, then you can like keep checking the status of your application, whether it's like got accepted or whether it's like denied or deferred or anything like that, or do they need like any more information from you. So you just get the messages in that same portal in your account.
Oh, got it. So
It's
is
not
it
difficult. It's
yeah.
easy.
So is it
Yeah.
possible to do like right now I'm creating an account, and if a
Hmm.
person wants to get a fall admit for fall 22,
Yeah.
then can he or
Hmm.
she uh, start their application process from September? So he or she is creating the account
Uh,
right now, and they're starting their
mhm.
application from September. Is it possible to do
No, I don't think you can like apply for like really far away in the future. So I think for right now, I think fall admissions probably I don't think you can do it or not. Some universities they might have closed their applications, but you can do like for fall and then for spring. But I'm not sure if you can do for next fall or not. Or maybe you can do for next fall, but not for like 20 2023 spring. I don't think you can go for 23 spring.
it? Okay.
So it's
So
like yeah,
yeah,
sometimes like 2 to 3 semesters you can do it. Like now you can do this fall and then next fall you can do this spring.
ओके, अगर मैंने अभी लॉग इन कर दिया तो क्या मैं उसको बाद में यूज कर सकता हूँ? सेम
Ah,
अकाउंट?
I mean, you can use it anytime you want. It's just like you won't be able to apply for, like, say you want to apply for 2023 spring, but you won't be able to apply for.
Oh,
So you
वो
can
तो
create an account
obviously when the
and
application start, then only we can apply. But we can create an
yeah, exactly.
account beforehand, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah, you can like create account. So what even you can do, you can create an account and you can apply for this fall. If you don't get admit this fall, you can use the same account and also apply for spring. So you don't have to like create a new account every time you do the application.
oh, now I got it. So, what do you think about the profile building tips, man? If you want to give certain kind of tips for students, because a lot of students ask that how to build the overall profile to get a US admit. So, what do you think?
Hmm.
What you also should do?
Yeah. So mostly I would say like try to like basically get experience in your field, like like say in electrical engineering, try to get an internship during your bachelor's. Try to get a like try to do a job for a year or two. It's not necessary, but it would be like a good thing because on that basis you can get like TA, RA position, or you can even get like a grader position. So that's like very helpful to you. Or you can even become like a lab assistant. So you can do that. Then I would say like publishing some papers, uh, like on not the IEEE. IEEE is like some like it's pretty difficult. But you can like publish papers on like some like Indian communities, or like some international communities where it's easier to do that. So you can do it. Then try to like do some extracurricular activities. Sometimes like you can do it related to your field or like out of your field as well. So try to like build overall profile, right? You should like what we can say is like try to look like perfect on your resume
Yeah.
from like all the point of view, yeah, they just like don't need like someone who is like good at studies, or someone who's like really good in communication, or someone who is really good in social. They want like all the people, or like average of all of these. So you should be good at your studies, you should be good in communication, socializing, and all that.
Okay. So with this question, we would like to end this podcast. And I think we have pretty much covered all the things that are needed to for shortlisting and universities. So
Hmm.
I think this is it, because everybody wants to uh, join for fall or spring term, and they always ask
Right.
that how to shortlist the US universities. So I think this video can
Hmm.
help them. So
Yeah, sure.
if you want to tell anything in last, so you can tell it to our guests and to our viewers,
Yeah.
and
Right.
and after
Yeah.
that we
So
can
so there.
end this video.
Yeah, sure. So I just remember one more thing, like while selecting spring or fall semester. So sometimes what happens is there are certain courses which are like not offered for like fall semester, or there are certain courses which are not offered in spring semester. So you want to make sure that you are getting the courses that you want if you are getting into fall semester or you are getting into spring semester. So take a look at that as well, because sometimes people just, so what happens, there are universities. So for example, in my university, like Michigan Tech, there is a course called power system protection. It gets offered every twice a year, like, sorry, not twice a year, every once in every 2 years, right? So for example, our seniors, they did not get a chance to
Yeah.
do that course, but that course was
Okay.
really helpful. Just because of that one course, a lot of people got jobs. So you don't want to be in that basket where
Yeah.
there is like a really good course and you are not getting it. So
Mhm.
just like make sure there are certain courses which get offered. Like there are courses like which gets offered every 3 years, 4 years. But I mean it's up to you like what you want to choose, and just like be aware of such things, while selecting the
Okay.
fall season or spring season.
Okay. Yeah, this is it. And talking about the courses, we can actually make another video which will be focusing on the course structure
Mhm.
and
Right.
everything related to the course and project or thesis work and the job opportunities or job finding
Yeah.
techniques. So I
Hmm.
think we can make
Yeah.
another video on that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much, Ganesh, for helping us out.
Yeah. It's a pleasure
And
always.
and we would like to tell our viewers that to like, share, and subscribe. That's everything. And if you want to watch this video, then you can watch any part of this video from by using the timestamps. And we will also give the link of his LinkedIn on our description. So can we put it in the description?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can put it, and feel free to like ask me questions or like anything you have any concerns. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any kind of doubt, then you can ask him, or if you have anything to ask us, then you can comment down below. And till that time, bye guys. And yes, let us end this podcast here. So thank you.